Alright everyone, and welcome to another video of Rainey Talks, and today we're going to be looking at Hartlepool United, and starting with myself. My love for Hartlepool United, it goes back about 7 or 8 years ago now, even possibly a little bit longer actually, when Mike Ashley came into Newcastle United and kind of started ruining the football club. And at a certain point I refused to put any more money into the club, and I found Hartlepool United. The 24 bus, I think it was, Sherburn through to Hartlepool, and I just used to love coming through the atmosphere, and I fell in love with it. I think it was a Friday night, it was a 0-0, but it was just the little ground, the atmosphere, and really made good friends with Dennis Bean actually, who was playing for Hartlepool at the time, living in the local area around us, and it just went from there. And obviously the £100 season ticket and stuff like that, and Nobby Solano coming along to play for Hartlepool as well. And it just, like, you look at the club now, and obviously when I used to go and watch them for them couple of seasons, and I still look out for the result. It's one of the first results that I always look out for on a Saturday. It's a really special club, and I know we've got a show coming up next week with a few Hartlepool fans coming on to chat about exactly what I'm going to go through in the moment, which was obviously the club up for sale. And going back to Raj Singh, and I mean, at the end of the 2017-18 season, he buys the club, reportedly put in about 1.2 million into the club to try and survive and obviously push on. And the club promoted to the Football League in 2021, beating Torquay as well. And I think at that level, when you get into the Football League with all the hard work of how hard it is now to get out of that National League, you've got to then put that little bit extra in to make sure you stay in that league and build on it from there actually as well. Because if you slip back out to the Football League like Hartlepool have done, they will find it very difficult now the second time to get back into the Football League, which is exactly what they're doing this season as well. And like we say, 2 seasons in the Football League and relegated back to the National League, and put up for sale in April 2023. And you kind of look at things, and obviously the club go down, but you look at the amount of managers that he's gone through. I mean, there must be at least over 10 managers, caretakers that he's had in charge. And when the first interview came out, when the relegation of the club was put up for sale, and it was, for me personally, it was a bit of a joke. I mean, it was all about him, the abuse that he's got, and all focused on pre-selected questions that suited him. It would be nice to get some questions put against him, rather than the questions that he's kind of picked. We'll see what his reply would be. So it was all kind of scripted, actually. It looked really fake. I think that angered a lot of fans. I know myself personally watching, and I thought it was a bit of a joke, the whole setup as well. And you kind of then look going forward, obviously now back in the National League, and start the season quite well, but obviously the form of late's been absolutely awful. Sitting now down in mid-table 14th, and looking ahead to see what the future can bring now for Hartlepool United. And then we have an updated statement on the 25th of October, kind of again focusing on the abuse that he's getting from fans. What about him? What about what he's going to do? All about him, and not the financial side of the club, his plans for the club, trying to excite the fans again, all about him again. And I think that's kind of the worst thing about it all, is kind of making all the focus on him, where he needs to focus on this great football club and trying to get a potential buyer to come in. I know he's mentioned that he's had people wanting to buy the club, some jokes coming in and stuff like that. But again, it's just not giving any hope. I think it didn't, after the run of form, I don't think that state was needed at that time. It just makes kind of, for myself personally, a lot worse for fans that's watching on as well. And obviously days afterwards, we have a statement came out from the trust, who wanted me to sing, to go for obviously potential of the fans taking over the club, or even helping just financially until the end of the season, until a backer or a new chairman obviously is found. And you kind of look at the statement that Singh puts out about this, that it was a quick meeting and it was the shortest statement ever on the website. And you just look at the trust statement, which was like you say, a full page letter, explained how long it went on for, the chats that they had and stuff like that. A little bit of positivity, which the fans need to hear now. And I think that's kind of the next steps that they're looking at, with the fans coming to hopefully buy in the club. But I think looking at it in the long term, yes, the fans can get and buy the club, but is that enough funds to survive as a football club at this level now? I think you've got to kind of still have them 2 or 3 potential heavy backers of money to make sure that the club is safe, because I don't think fan-owned clubs, yes, there's a few now, but you still need to have them potential backers from the outside to push. Because like you say, that the level of football now, you need a decent, really strong squad in the National League to get back in that Football League and then progress again. And I just think that's what Hartlepool's missed over the last couple of seasons. You just see, like, every few months a manager goes, all these short-term deals with players that's coming in, to run it off for a month. The squad's changing so much, there's no harmony, there's no kind of club togetherness there on the pitch and off the pitch as well. And I think that's what's kind of lacking at the moment at Hartlepool United. And I'm really interested to kind of see what happens over the next few weeks. And I really, really hope that something positive can come out of Hartlepool United. And I would love to see them get back to the Football Leagues. I mean, when I used to go and watch it was kind of League One. And even a few fans then used to complain because they weren't pushing on for the Championship and stuff like that. And I can totally imagine now they could be back in that position and obviously surviving in League One. But not even that, finishing mid-table and still not happy at that point. They would take that now without any opportunity. But yeah, let's see what happens over the next kind of 3 or 4 months, because looking at the statements that Singh's put out, it's quite worrying to say come the end of the season, if potential batters not found, I can really see him just walking out the football club, and that would be a huge blow for Hartlepool United. Obviously looking for a chairman right at the end of the season, when you've got to then build that squad and get something ready for the season afterwards. It always comes at the wrong time, and that's quite worrying for the club as well. But yeah, next week, Thursday night, 9:10, Hartlepool special on the channel. Get yourselves across and have a little watch. Get your comments in as well. It'd be nice to really hear from the Hartlepool fans. I know we're still looking for a couple of fans to come on as well, so drop us a message if interested. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Hartlepool United and the situation at the moment? Get your comments in below. I would love to read them. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button as well.